Hello creative friends, it's Eugenia from Paynes Atelier, and today we're gonna make another Halloween scene. So I just thought, yeah, an L under the moonlight I think would be very appropriate. And in the meantime we'll be learning some more techniques, and we'll be using some different materials. So for the today's project, I'm going to be using again some masking fluid. So what I have done now, I have made my drawing, which is very simple. I just got a bottle lid, and I made a perfectly round moon. Then I've made my little L sitting on a branch. And then I made lots of wiggly branches everywhere. It is not difficult. It's a very easy drawing to do. So yeah, I've got, as I mentioned, the link for the printable sketch. Not to copy it because it's very wiggly, it's very difficult to copy, but just to have an idea what I have done to see it from close up, and then you can make your own. You probably make a better one. Just remember not to have straight lines for the trees. They need to be organic, and I'm sure you'll do well. So that's all. Now I have masked my moon and my L, and now I am going to let it dry, and then I will come back with okay, which color we're going to be using. I'm going to be using the Pretty Excellent 36 set. It's got some really nice darks here, so I'm going to be using that one for this project. So all I have to do is to spray my palette. I've got my 2 jars of clean water. I've got paper towels here, and I'm cleaning my masking fluid tool because yeah, I don't want it to okay, it's clean, beautiful. Yeah, I always clean it straight away. It's okay even if it dries up, it just peels off, but I have the habit to clean them straight away. Of course, you don't, for masking fluid, you do not use your good brushes. If you have some old brushes, that's fine, but you need to know that they're gonna end up like this, which is great for fair and grass lines. So I have 2 of them here. The thing is, how many can you have of those? If you have too many old brushes, you can do that. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't. It would worth getting a little tool like this for your masking fluids, or you can use calligraphy pens. They're very good. I don't have a handy one here because I'm not good in calligraphy. So, oh no, look at this. My favorite brush is peeling. I must let it. It didn't live in the water though. I'm not sure why. And I'm always drying it flat, like horizontal. So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I put it like this a couple of times to dry it out like that. Yeah, that's an issue. Anyway, I'm using them, so that's fine. And okay, in the meantime, just to talk about what paper I'm using. It's an A5 Art Spectrum 300 GSM watercolor paper. It is rough, and this particular one, it is not 100% cotton, it's 60% cotton. It is their student line, but it's pretty affordable, and it's working good for me. Even that it's a student grade, I don't mind for a little projects like this to use student grade. It's all good. So now I'm going to spray also my palette to prepare it while I'm waiting for my masking fluid to dry up. And it's still wet, I can see here. So I'm gonna pause the video and I'll be back soon. So now it is all dry up my masking fluid and we're ready to start. So 2 jars of clean water. Oh, where's my little get my clean palette, and we'll start with some Paynes grey. So normally I would start with wet on wet, but today I thought to try something a little bit different, and we'll go wet on dry. And I'm not going to cover all my page for the moment. So basically I'm using only Paynes grey here. Could be using indigo or just some cobalt with a little bit black. It would do. And doesn't matter if you lose your branches. I'm sure we'll be able to redo them later on. So I'm waiting now to dry up a little bit, and then we'll go back in with a very watery color. And more watery. That's not watery enough. Okay. Just going like this. So I'm just creating a second kind of layer, And then I'm going back in with my clean paper towel, or even some cotton. Now if we want some even brighter clouds, you can wet and lift a little bit more. It depends on your paints if they're lifting enough. These ones, they're normally lifting, so I'll try to do it a little bit more. Cool. And then I can just go in with this little bit smaller and finer brush, and we can just add some darker spots on the clouds, just to create a little bit more body. And that way we'll brighten up the other clouds, so we'll have two different shades going on. So up to now it is monochromatic for the moment. It won't be at the end because we're gonna put our trees, but the trees again, they're not gonna be colorful. So this it will almost be monochromatic, almost very close to. You can persist at some areas to lift a bit more. Normally these paints, yeah, said as before, they're lifting, maybe they don't lift as much on this paper. I haven't, I'm not sure. I haven't experimented enough. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it for the moment that way. We can always go back and put some white to make it a little bit more brighter. If it's not bright enough to all areas, you can use gouache, or the paints of from this set, they're pretty, the white is pretty opaque, so you can use that. Okay, I'm not gonna put any more. I will leave it again to dry, and then we'll come back to start our branches. Okay, as my colors are drying up, I've noticed that they are not dark enough at all areas, so I prepare some more pasty color of Paynes gray, and I'm doing the same that I did on the beginning, wet on dry. So this time it's much brighter, not brighter, sorry, more saturated. And definitely the areas that you want still to be bright, but you want to be unified, you just put a little bit water with not as much pigment. So in the clouds, we just put a little bit water, so just a little bit pigment is traveling to create to be more unified the color, so it doesn't look like that it's done separate time. Like here and here they look two different things, so I need to come back, and if I don't want it too dark, then I just make a little watery wash. Well, it's what the wash is watery, that's why it's called water wash too. Yeah, I'm trying not to lose my clouds from before. I definitely need a little bit extra pigment. I tend to keep on the edges more dark and saturated color, and as I'm going towards the center, because it's closer to the moon, which is the light source, I'm trying to make it a little bit more lighter. So to make it lighter, I'm just using the same color but a little bit more diluted. And when it gets a bit too diluted, just add more pigment, and there we go. Because I don't want to lose my clouds. Which eventually we can shape them again. Or maybe I should get a smaller brush. I'm using a size 4 now. And I'm gonna just get in and try to make my clouds a little bit more, I don't know, realistic. Or a little bit more dramatic. I'm not sure how you want to call it. So I'm just trying to give them a little bit more body. We have to make sure that we complete our clouds before we start doing our branches. So once we start doing the branches, there's no way we can start going backwards to our picture. There's no way we can touch the clouds again. Yeah, they have become definitely much more dramatic by adding a little bit more darker blues. Yeah. And definitely nothing that should stop the sky, because I don't want to overwork it. I think it has enough on it going on. Yeah, I will let it dry, and the next step is to start doing our branches. So there we're going now. It's almost dry enough so I can start working at some areas. I have created a really dark brown here by using Paynes grey, Alizarine crimson, and what else is it called? And some burnt umber. So I just created a really dark warm color, but this got the Paynes grey in, so it's got the coolness of the blue, and that also it means that it's not completely foreign to the sky. So always when we are trying to mix colors, we may make sure that we are incorporating colors we have already used. Okay, so I cannot see now any of my branches about this one here that the L is sitting on. So I'm gonna have to start making them up. So I'm gonna put a little bit music because I might be a little bit slow and it can be boring. yeah, at this point I think I have done quite a bit, and I should just let it rest. My L is, I'm happy with the L. My moon kind of, I had a problem when I was peeling off the masking fluid. The actual paper lifted. I'm not sure why. It hasn't done. It's definitely not the masking fluid, because I have used it with other type of papers and it was fine. Maybe it doesn't agree with this particular paper, because I haven't used it before. So, well, yeah, we're kind of learning every time we're using a different material or on another different material. Maybe I would like to put some highlights at my trees, just to make them stand out a little bit more. I did put some before, but they dried darker, as we know with the watercolors. So I have to reapply. That's fine, it's not an issue. And in the meantime, I will wait a little bit longer for the moon to dry 100%, and I'm gonna just put some more defined lines for the branches. And I think that's about it. It's kind of an easy subject. Again, just have to have the order in your mind. First to do the sky, and then to start your trees, and make sure that you keep the bright paper for the L and the moon. You don't want to cover them with blue, because after there's no way you can get this tones. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for the moonlight in the woods. I'm pretty happy the way it's turning up, so I have no complaints, and I hope that you enjoyed it too, and also your artwork is turning up nice too. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me at the comments below. I will be more than happy to respond. And if you enjoy this little tutorial and you've learned something, please don't forget to like it. Thumbs up for the moonlight in the woods and my little L. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider to do so. We're gonna be doing lots of different paintings, all different sort of kind of art and craft subjects. Actually, for the moment, I have another a couple of Halloween things going on, which I haven't posted. So I'm not sure which one I'm gonna post first. Probably I will be doing the spider first, and then this one. And also have some other things in mind about some tips for watercolors, and yeah, it's a lot going on. Oh, actually, the other thing that I have come across and I really like, it's the making cards from napkins. It's gonna be interesting subject coming up for the Christmas. I think will be very handy for lots of us. So yeah, I've got a couple of things going on coming up the next couple of weeks. So please, yes, stay in tune. And yeah, and also don't forget to click the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a video. And you can see also if you like that subject to come and watch it, or if not, then that's fine, you can wait for the next one. Maybe I should stop with these highlights because it looks like I'm gonna overdo it soon. And let me see if I can put more clear lines here for the branches that are coming across the moon. Okay, and that's enough there too. It looks like I'm overdoing it. And what else? My hair is fine. I just want to put a little bit black in the center of the eye, but it's so tiny that's very difficult to do so, and I think I kind of ruin it, so I'm gonna just go and put a blob of orange. Oh, that's way too much blob, too watery. Yeah, no, I won't touch it because it looks like I'm gonna ruin it. So yeah, that's it now. Thank you again for watching me, and hopefully we'll see you soon at my next video. And till then, make sure you be happy, you be creative with art, craft, just anything. And keep painting every day. It doesn't matter if you do a little bit or if you do something simple, or it doesn't have to be a big piece, as long as you're doing something. So that was it for today. Thanks again and see you soon. Bye for now.